Hello and welcome back to Second Tier Talk, where we talk all things Championship. So we are doing this a little bit later than what we wanted to, but the channel was only made like 2 weeks ago. So we are starting on round 11, but we are doing EFL Championship score predictions for the midweek games that we've got this week.
But Connor, there also is a twist.
Yes, there is a twist indeed, mate. We are going to be doing a forfeit for whoever loses out of the score predictions. So me and Harrison are going to be going head to head. We're going to be going at each other. We're both going to be predicting the scores of each game. Whoever gets the most scores right is safe for that week. Whoever gets the least amount of points is obviously going to be doing a forfeit, and they are going to be doing the forfeit for Friday's video, which is going to be another EFL Championship forfeit score prediction. So the power is in your hands for whatever the forfeit is going to be, within reason. I'm not jumping off for a cliff if I lose. Harrison's not doing the same. I'm not bumming Harrison if I lose. Harrison's not bumming me if I lose.
No.
So within reason, anything reasonable that we can do on Friday's video that's not going to get us banned, arrested, or murdered, we'll pretty much consider. So it is in your hands. So if you want to drop it in the comments what you want to see me or Harrison doing on Friday, we will get that done for you. And you can have a bit of a laugh and a joke and whatever else. So if you want me to sing a song, I'll sing a song. You want me to eat out spicy, I'll eat something spicy. You want me to do cinnamon challenge, I'll do that. And Harrison will do the same. We have agreed within reason, we will do any forfeit. So drop it in the comments what you want to see the loser doing. But let's not waste any time, mate. Let's get into these fixtures. So the first fixture that we are going to cover is Blackburn versus our team, the Blades, Sheffield United. So Blackburn's last game, Blackburn played against Coventry, lost 2-0. We obviously played Watford, managed to get a 1-0 win at home, first home win of the season, managed to get a result. But Blackburn did play well in the Cov game. And one thing about Valerian Ismail teams is that you always know that they're going to be fit. So what do you think for Blackburn versus the Blades? How's that one?
So I've got it 2-1 us. You've always got to back yourself, haven't you? And especially after how we played at the weekend, I think it was a big turning point in my opinion after that. It just felt like a proper performance, a team joint performance. So I've gone for a 2-1 win. If it happens, I don't know. But you've got to be positive, haven't you, Connor?
Yeah. So I have actually gone for the same scoreline, my friend. I have gone for a 2-1 win myself. So we're tied on that one, mate. Mate, we've got a cop out. We can literally just predict same scores in every single fixture.
It. No
all right. Neither of us lose. So we're all good now. I'm only joking. But yeah, I have gone for a 2-1 win as well. I just think based on what we've seen in the Watford game on Saturday, I do think that could potentially be a turning point as long as we approach the Blackburn game the right way. So hopefully it is a turning point for us. Blackburn fans, I do apologise. But yeah, hopefully it's going to be a turning point for us. Moving swiftly on, we have got 21st placed Derby versus Norwich City, who are in 20th. How do you see that one going?
See, I know quite a few Derby fans. I work down in Derby, so I'm surrounded by Derby fans. So I've got a bit of a soft spot for Derby, I'll be honest. And from what I've been told by them, they are not happy at the minute. It's just incredibly dead. Incredibly dead.
After a good transfer window as well. So.
So I've got it. And also I've seen as well, Norwich aren't necessarily doing the best either. So I've got it a board draw, 1-1. Yeah, I mean, it's a nothing game, really. It's a big game for both teams, but it's not going to be entertaining. So I've got it as a 1-1.
Yeah. So I do just want to set the parameters as well. So I think the way that we need to do it is if you get the result correct, you get a point for that. If you get the score correct, you get 2 points. And the reason
that's fair.
that is I am also going for a draw, but I'm going for Desmond. I'm going for 2-2. I just think it's two struggling teams that are struggling to find any form, but they know how to score goals, both teams.
Yes.
Norwich have got Josh Sargent. Derby have got goal scorers everywhere. So I'm going for a 2-2. Moving on, let's go for 10th placed Hull City versus 4th placed Leicester City.
See, I've got it as another draw, Con, but I'm going for a Desmond this time. Say it's a bit of a hit and miss because Hull, it's a bit of a Hull are very hit and miss. You know what I mean? It's 1 minute you think they'll click on, next minute they're a bit flats, but it's hard. Leicester also a bit iffy at times, but I think Ollie McBurn's going to get a brace. I love the bloke. As I said in the last video, I love the bloke, so I want to back the boys to get 2 goals, and I reckon it's going to be a 2-2.
So I was going to go for a draw, but I'm going to go for a little bit different. I do think Ollie McBurney will score, but I think he'll only score 1, and I think Leicester will score 2. I think Leicester will run away 2-1 victors in this one. So I'm going for a 2-1 win for Leicester.
Fair enough.
Moving swiftly on, we have got 12th place. Yep, that's right. 12th place Ipswich and 9th place Charlton. How have you got that one?
For this one, I'm going to go for a 1-0 win for Ipswich. Things with Charlton, what we saw when we played them at our place is to sit back and eat your own counter. So they're a hard team to score against. Obviously, as we found out, we didn't score 1, but I don't know if that's just from bad form or just whatever. But they didn't look like, obviously, they're a well-structured side. Obviously, they sit back, they know the game plan, they stick to the game plan. But at the same time, they didn't really offer much going forward, in my opinion. I thought we were quite, unlucky not to come away with at least a point from that game, in all honesty. But obviously, I said they've got a game plan to stick to it, and it's working for them. But I think Ipswich has got a bit more quality just to capitalise. So I'm going to go for a 1-0 Ipswich.
Yeah, I see the thought process behind it, mate. Obviously, Ipswich coming off the back of a 2-1 loss against Middlesbrough. Charlton coming off the back of a win against Wednesday. I'm of a similar thought process. I think Ipswich will win this. I'm going to go 2-0. I'm going to go 2-0 Ipswich. I think we'll have too much for him going forward. But the next one that we've got on the list, we have got 6th place Millwall and 3rd place Stoke. Obviously, the dark horse of this season, pretty much for where they are in the league currently. I think a lot of people had them a lot lower down the league. I think I had them about 19th or 20th at the end of this season. So, how do you see this one going?
See, this for me is like the biggest game. Not the biggest game, but the one to watch for this game week. Both teams doing fairly well, especially Stoke doing unbelievable under Mark Robbins. So for me, this is going to be the highlight game of the week. If that makes sense. So I'm going to go, but I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Stoke. I just think they'll do it. I hope they do.
So again, pretty similar. I have a similar thought process to you. But I'm not going for a win for Stoke. I'm going to go for a 1-1. Millwall are a really, really good side. They've got some good players. They're a physical team as well. Obviously, we've already played them this season. Stoke. Apologies, technical difficulties.
I can put it. Ready?
Yeah, no problem, mate. 3, 2, 1, go. So Stoke, really good attacking football, technical players. Obviously, Milan Manouef, one of the best players in this league, probably. However, Millwall have got that physicality. I think it'll be a 1-1 draw, personally.
Yeah, so that's fair enough.
I've got it. So, moving on to our next fixture, the background for our video today, Fratton Park, Pompey versus Coventry. High-flying Coventry, might I say. How have you got this one?
See, I've got it a 2-1-0, 2-0 win for Coventry.
Yeah.
2-0 win for Coventry. I think the quality they've got at the minute is just, I think, to be honest, at the moment in time, especially for my second to none, obviously the top of the league. So I've got it as a 2-0 win, bread and butter stuff. But Portsmouth aren't an easy team to beat. But I'm still going to go for 100%. So, but I'm still going to go for a 2-0 Coventry win.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I see the thought process. I think they are going to have to grind this one out, and I'm going to go for a 1-0 Coventry win on this one. Enough. I think this is going to be one of the biggest tests of the season so far for him. Pompey at home, really, really good side. Fratton Park, a difficult place to go and get points and score goals at. So I am going to back Coventry. I think they will just have too much for Portsmouth. Obviously, Portsmouth played Leicester this weekend and managed to get a 1-1 draw at the King Power. So they're coming off the back of a half-decent result, pretty good result away from home. However, I do think Coventry, as we said in the Coventry video that we did, I do think Coventry will win the league this year. So I am going to go for a 1-0 Coventry win. And then moving on, somebody else that are high flying compared to what their pre-season expectations were, managed by our old gaffer, Paul Eckenbottom. We've got Preston versus Birmingham. So two teams that are not meeting the expectations that were put on them before the start of the season. Preston are exceeding them, and Birmingham are definitely falling short of what their expectations were. Thankfully, because of the biggest scapegoat in Sheffield United history, Jack Robinson. Well-deserved scapegoat, by the way. It was usually his fault. So,
as Birmingham fans are now finding out big time.
Yep. What's he played? Four games, 2 red cards and an own goal in that time.
What a player. What a player.
What a player. So I've got this one. I'll go first on this one. I'm going for a 2-0 Preston win. I think Heckingbottom knows how to get a tune out of teams that he's had a little bit of time with now. He's had a little bit of time with Preston, saved them from relegation last season, made some smart signings, had to redevelop a lot of the squad. Preston made quite a few signings this summer. I think he'll put Birmingham to the sword. I think they'll turn them over for 2-0.
So I'm incredibly similar thought process on this one, Connor. But I've gone for a 2-1. I think Birmingham. I think we obviously with Kyogo. I don't know if Kyogo's injured or not, but I think they'll grab a goal. They're going to grab a goal, in my opinion. But I would have had it a lot higher if Jack Robinson were playing. Probably would have had it about 5-1 with a red card in there. But fortunately for Birmingham, he's suspended, so I've got it as a 2-1. I think Preston this season are doing incredible for what they've been doing last couple of seasons. I think Paul Eckenbottom, like I said, he can get a tune out of a team he's been with for quite a while. We knew that quite well, didn't we? So I've got it as a 2-1 PNE.
Yeah, fair play, mate. So moving on swiftly, Ashton Gate, Bristol City versus Southampton, 7th versus 16th. How have you got this one?
So I like Bristol. I have actually quite liked Bristol for quite a long time. I think, especially this season, I think people expect them to drop off a bit after Liam Manning left. But the new manager's came in and he's done incredibly well. The goalkeeper they've got, Vitek, by the way. Unreal goalkeeper. I've got this one as a 1-0 Bristol home win. I think Southampton season are underperforming like man, aren't they? I think everyone topped them to be up there. Us, Ipswich, Southampton up there, and Leicester up there 100%. But let's face the facts, none of the teams which thought were doing well are doing well. Obviously, we're in relegation zone. Ipswich are mid-table, Leicester are 4th, and then Southampton are 17th, did you say?
16th.
16th. So I'm going for Bristol win. I like Bristol, and I hope one season, either this season or next season, they do something good in the playoffs because they've got so close that many times now. I do kind of feel bad for them. They do deserve a little bit of glory.
First time they got into playoffs, they got beat 6-0 over 2 legs by a team I can't remember. Who did that?
Don't want to talk about anything after that one.
No, because it doesn't matter, does it? So
no, it doesn't matter.
Good luck to Bristol. I'm going to go for a 1-1. I think Southampton are going to struggle to score again now that Ross Stewart is injured again.
Is he injured?
Yeah, he's injured, unfortunately. He's just come back, obviously, at form, feeling good. And even though Southampton have got some ridiculous attacking talent, obviously, they've got Adam Armstrong, like 3 at best strikers in the league, Adam Armstrong, Ross Stewart, and Cameron Archer. But they just don't seem to be able to get a tune out of the other 2. Ross Stewart seems to be the man that can do it. So I'm going to go for a 1-1. If Ross Stewart were fit, I'd be going for a Southampton win, but he's not. So moving on. Liberty, or whatever it's called now, Swansea versus QPR.
That's the one.
I've
gone for a 1-1 draw. I say 2 mid-table teams. Both had okay starts to the season. It's hard to judge who's going to win it, who's not. So I'm going to play it safe. Go for a 1-1 draw.
I'm going to go for a 1-0. 1-0 to Swansea. In fact, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. So the reason that I'm not is because I was quite harsh about a certain signing that QPR made at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I know that exactly.
I'm going to have faith in Richard Coney. Richard Coney was also linked to Swansea as well, so it's written in the stars for him to score. So I'm going to go for a cheeky 1-0 win for QPR.
Okay.
So I'm going to risk it for a biscuit and go for QPR. But moving on, we have got 3 games left. We've got Watford versus West Brom next. I think we're both going to be very similar on this one. How have you got
Yes, so I've got it 3-1 West Brom. In fact, no, I'm not going to go 3-1 West Brom. I'm going to change it to 3-0 West Brom because after all the rubbish we've had to put up with this season, Watford are the worst team I've seen us play. And that is saying something. I didn't offer anything going forward. After they hit the bar and that, but that's a bit dodgy marking. That opportunity they missed in second half, the start of second half, that were ridiculous. They were not getting on target. But apart from them 2 incidents, which were just poor defending, they offered nothing. I think the reliability at the back, that Kevin especially springs to mind, unless it was just a bad game. But wow, every time the ball went near him, I thought we were going to get something. So I'm going to go for a 3-0. 3-0 West Brom. Watford just, especially with a new manager, you with your new manager, you're either going to get a bounce or you're not. Obviously, they haven't, unless it's going to switch on this game, but I can't see it. West Brom are doing well. So I'm going to go for a 3-0.
I can't see it either. Watford are definitely the worst team that I've seen us play this season. It might have been an off game for him, but the league position doesn't suggest otherwise. Obviously, Chakfatadze is injured, who's one of their main players. Imran Louza doesn't seem to be on the form that he usually is. I can't see past a West Brom win. I'm going to go 2-0.
Yep, that's fair enough. So, Connor, next one we've got Wrexham versus Oxford. How you got this one?
Wrexham win. Simple as that. Simple as that to me. I think Phil Parkinson needs to get a tune out of him at home, especially at the racecourse ground. They've got the players to be able to do it. They're not hitting the expectations that were put on them before the start of this season. They've got to start somewhere. Oxford, probably the best fixture that you could ask for. They need a result here. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Wrexham win.
I've actually changed my score after, because we did a bit of pre-recording, didn't we? I've changed my score while the video's gone on, and I've gone just for a 1-0 Wrexham. Like I said, I think Oxford, I don't think they'll be very good this season, honestly. I think they'll be down there 100%. They got lucky last season with Gary Rowett, but I think this season, I think they'll be knocking on the door of League One.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go for a 1-0 Wrexham. Another team underperforming, which everyone thought they'd be doing all right. Up there in a way, if that makes sense. Not obviously promotion chasers but mid-table, pushing on playoffs a little bit, but they've not done very well, Wrexham. But I think Oxford's a winnable game, 100%. So I've got it as a 1-0 Wrexham.
Yeah. Agree, mate. I just can't see past a Wrexham win, to be honest.
No.
And I think this one's going to be pretty straightforward as well. We've got Sheffield Wednesday versus Middlesbrough. High-flying Middlesbrough. Second in the league. Wednesday, rock bottom of the league. Pending points deductions, embargoes, no fit goalkeeper, no fit centre-half.
Talking good. So I think I've gone for quite an obvious score, and I've gone for 5-0 Boro. I just think they'll thrash them. It's bad. It's really bad, but I think Boro's going to absolutely thrash them.
Yeah, I'm not going to kick the boat in too much with Wednesday on this one. I am just going to say 3-1 Boro. I'm going to be conservative. I'm going to be nice to Wednesday, say that they'll score, but I think it will be very routine for Boro.
I think with the fact that they've got a emergency goalkeeper coming in, but then also at the same time they've got no senior centre backs now. I think the Boro strikers have
and the emergency lone goalkeeper is Joe Lumley. So
and he is Jesus.
God help you.
I'd rather play the 16-year-old.
Yeah, God help him. So that is all of the fixtures, mate. We have put our opinions out there. We have made our predictions. They are locked in. They are final.
That's it.
So one of us is going to be doing a forfeit this weekend. Who's it going to be? Put your opinions in the comments down below, and obviously put suggestions in for the forfeit that you want to see one of us doing, because one of us is going to be doing something. What it is up to you. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Make sure that you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more championship content moving forward, and have a good one. Take care.
Yep. See you later.